Hello, Bacon here. I previously mentioned that in my opinion, Engineer is the best GPS tower, but I've recently had opinion change, combined with the recent medic rework, and today I'll compare the OG comparison of Engineer and Accelerator to see which is better. Now let's begin. To start off, let's talk about the stats of each tower. Engineer costs a total of 322,200 cash, and has a total DPS of 2,414.52. It has a cost efficiency of 133.44 cash per DPS. Now if we add those DPS numbers with Commander's 50% fire rate buff, Mercenary Base's 20% damage buff, DJ's 20% damage buff, and Medic's 20% fire rate buff, I'm not including Medic's 15-second damage buff. And with that, you get a total DPS of 2,957 per 42, which is a 542.9 DPS increase, which isn't bad, but it's not the best with all those buffs. Now let's look at the Accelerator. Accelerator has a total cost of 480,000 and has a total DPS of 2,912.64 for a value of 164.8. If you consider all the buffs, Accelerator has a DPS of 6,116.54, which is insane. But we know this number can be lower because of overcharge and since the bar fills up faster. But now let's compare the two towers. Now let's compare. Engineer costs 157,800 less cash than Accelerator, so that's a point for Engineer. Secondly, Accelerator's DPS is 498.12 higher than Engineer's without supports and 3,159.12 more than Engineer with supports. Although it's most likely that it's less, it's still most likely that it's more DPS than Engineer, so that's 2 points. Next, for value, Engineer wins that one, so it's tied 2-2. The rework on Medic makes it so that I can make Tower stun immune, meaning the stun immune feature, well, the semi-stun immune feature on Engineer doesn't really help it that much anymore. Accelerator's 4-second break could be the difference between winning or losing, but that wouldn't be a problem if you have a second DPS tower. Plus, if both towers were stun spanned, Accelerator would be better, as once it's alive, it can warm up and shoot, while Engineer has to gradually bring back its DPS, making Accelerator more reliable in stun spam conditions. Kind of. So in my opinion, in conclusion, after the medic rework and opinion changes, Accelerator is once again better than Engineer. It may be more expensive, but it does have way more DPS, and is better than Engineer at the late game, since Engineer is good at all but best at nothing. It does really beat Accelerator at its only job being late game. Plus, Accelerator is 2,000 gems cheaper, so with that, despite Accelerator being better, they both go in S tier in my opinion. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy, like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so your support would be greatly appreciated. Have a great day or night, and goodbye!